Good day, learners. I'm Teacher Joy, your science teacher for today. And now we'll be exploring one topic of your Science 8 subject. So fasten your seatbelt and be ready to learn. Before we'll start our discussion proper, I have here some class rules for you to follow. First, find a place for a better learning. Make sure that it is noise-free and away from distractions. Second, prepare your Science 8 module, paper and pen. In your lower grades, you learned that an object can be moved by pushing or pulling. So I have here a question. As you push or pull an object, what do you apply to the object? Yes, you're right. It is a force. Forces are all around us, and there are different types of forces that can act on an object. Are you familiar with these forces? Let's get to know more of them today. Okay, let's have activity number 1. The name of this activity is picture analysis. These are pictures of Filipino recreations. All you have to do is to identify the different types of forces that can act on an object and make a free body diagram to describe what forces can do to an object. Let's have picture number 1, the kite flying. So what do you think is the force applied to this object? Yes, you're right. It is contact force. And we have here a free body diagram. So first is applied force between the person and the rope or the tie of the kite. And another one is the friction force between the air resistance and the flying kite. In the picture number 2, we have here basketball game. So what do you think is the forces can be applied to this picture? Okay, you're right. It is contact force again. And we have here the free body diagram. First is the applied and friction forces between the ball and the hands of the basketball player. I have here picture number 3, the laro ng lahi. What do you think is the force that is applied to this picture? Okay, very good. It is contact force. And I have here a free body diagram. First is the applied force between the can and the slipper. And second is the normal force that can be applied between the can and the ground. Okay, let's have picture number 4. What do you think is a force applied to this picture? Yes, very good. It is contact force. It is a tension force applied to the rope or a tie. Okay, let's have picture number 5. What do you think is the force applied to this? Yes, you're correct. It is non-contact force, particularly the gravitational force. Alright, we're done our activity. And now let's discuss them one by one. So when we say force, it is defined as a push or pull acting on an object. It can be described as a vector quantity since it has both magnitude and direction. Force cannot be seen, but its effect is noticeable. The unit of the force is newtons. There are two types of forces. First is contact forces. These are forces which needs physical contact. This includes air resistance, normal, frictional, tension, and applied forces. While the second is non-contact forces which do not need physical contact. This includes magnetic, electrical, and gravitational force. Okay, let's discuss one by one the types of forces under contact force and non-contact force. Let's start with air resistance. This is a special type of frictional force that acts upon objects as they travel through the air. The force of air resistance is often opposed the motion of an object. The second one under contact forces is the applied force. It is a force that is applied to an object by a person or another object. If a person is pushing a desk across the room, there is an applied force acting upon the object. The applied force is the force exerted on the desk by the person. The third type under contact forces is the normal force. It is a support force exerted upon an object that is in contact with another stable object. For example, if a book is resting upon a surface, then the surface is exerting an upward force upon the book in order to support the weight of the book. Let's move on to frictional force. It is the force acting against or opposite an object in contact with which makes the movement of the object slow down. For example, if a book slides across the surface of a desk, then the desk exerts a friction force in the opposite direction of its motion. Next, we have the tension force. It is the force applied to string, rope, chain, or cable. And those are the contact forces. Alright, we're done with the types of contact forces. So let's now proceed to non-contact forces. First, we have magnetic force. These are forces exerted in a field of attraction or repulsion, as in the case of magnet and magnetic material. We have here attraction. It is occur when two poles are not the same. Like for example, when negative positive attracts, positive negative attracts. And then we have here repulsion. It takes place with the same poles. Like for example, negative negative repulsed and positive positive repulsed. Okay, let's now proceed to the gravitational force. It is the force with which the Earth, Moon, or other massively large object attracts another object towards itself. All objects upon Earth experience a force of gravity that is directly downwards toward the center of the Earth. Do you have any question? Okay, since you don't have questions, I will give you one situational question. Cite one situation you do every day that describes contact or non-contact forces. So what do you do under contact force? Yes, very good. It is running, walking, fetching water, sweeping the floor, and many more. How about the non-contact forces? Yes, it is the falling of leaves, falling of apple under the tree, and many more. So forces are very important in our daily lives because it is an everyday life movement. Without forces, we couldn't live. To test your understanding, let's have a short quiz. Please choose the letter of the correct answer. So let's have number 1. Which of the following describes a force? A pull only, B a push only, C a push or pull or both, D neither a push nor a pull. Yes, you're right. It's letter C. Number 2. What is the unit of the force in metric system? A calorie, B joule, C newtons, D pounds. Very good. It's letter C. Okay, let's have number 3. Which force always pulls the objects to the ground? A applied, B friction, C gravitational, D tension. Very good. It's letter C. Question number 4. How do forces occur? A in pairs, B in triplets, C by themselves, D a single quantity. Very good. It's letter A. Number 5. When a cabinet touches the floor, which type of forces exist? A contact forces, B balance forces, C non-contact forces, D unbalanced forces. Yes, it's contact forces, letter A. Congratulations, because most of you got the passing score. You are really listening. Okay, for your assignment, read about the balanced and unbalanced force on pages 4 to 9 in your science module and give an example of a scenario showing a balanced and unbalanced force. To end this session, I will leave you this quote. Those that set in motion the forces of evil cannot control them afterwards. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy learning.